Good morning, Porcupines. Welcome to your week refill of POJO News. I'm your host, Blake.
And I'm your co-host, Carly. Today's Tuesday, January 13th. Let's get right into it.
For our weekly catch-up, starting with a kick, our boys soccer team had a tournament at our Porcupine Stadium from January 8th to 10th. Our Pines fought hard and had a great showing. Great job, Porcupines. Our boys basketball team was also busy with a game at Bridgeport on January 6th, but fought hard and were defeated 51-31. Friday night, they played Castleberry, and all three teams brought home the win. Way to go, guys.
Moving on, our wrestling teams were busy last week. JV Wrestling competed at JV Cougar Classic with several team members bringing home medals. Varsity Wrestling competed at the Cougar Classic and also had several team members bringing home medals. Congratulations to our varsity girls wrestling team on their third place overall. The girls basketball team also went to Bridgeport on the 6th. Our JV team won 40-16, and varsity played well, with 55 and 27. Both teams also beat Castleberry at home on Friday. Great job, Lady Pines.
But not least, our girls powerlifting team were team champions at the Weatherford Powerlifting Meet. Special shout out to Grace Lewis, who was awarded Best Lifter in the heavyweight class. Our boys soccer team, who played at Sager on the 5th and won. Also, our girls soccer team won the Springtown tournament last weekend. Congrats to all the Porcupines who played hard over the break into the new year. Now for this week's segment.
I would definitely say just getting the opportunity to work with kids and make that type of impact on their life. It goes a lot farther than most people think.
I would just say I really like working with kids, and so just realizing that there's a lot of kids who need the help. So I just wanted to get the opportunity to be able to help those kids.
What motivated me to become a PAL is that I actually saw it during middle school and I thought it was pretty cool. And so then I kind of thought more about it when I got to high school, that I wanted to do something that would do a huge impact.
Back in 3rd grade, a kid in my class had a pal, and I thought she was the coolest person ever, and I never got to see her much, but she'd always come in and say hi. And I decided the day I started in middle school, I would continue to do this as long as I could in high school, because I just love getting to interact with the kids and see the way that I impact them.
Definitely just the relationships that we're getting able to build. We go there 3 days a week and we're meeting with our kids and just playing games, having conversations, and it's really just amazing to see another side of life that we don't get to experience on a day-to-day basis, and also the skills that we're gaining from it. Patience, just work ethic, making sure you're showing up for those around you.
I definitely agree. I was going to say the bonds we form. We're seeing these kids every single week for the entire year. So we definitely form really close bond by the end of the year. These kids trust us with like almost everything. So I would say the bonds that we form, not only with our pallies, but also with those who are in the program with us.
Every year at SHS, the culinary team puts all their hard work and time into creating a safe haven for teachers, filled with all their handmade treats. One of the leading benefactors of Culinary Christmas has been Miss Jacoby. She has pioneered these events' evolution throughout most of its time.
So Culinary Christmas over the years, it originally started in a much smaller capacity, mostly due to the student population and the teacher population at Springtown High School. So through the past, I would say 5 years, we've grown quite a bit, as everyone knows. And so as that has happened, Culinary Christmas has also had to grow. So we used to be able to hold it inside of a classroom, and now we've moved it to the library, which has allowed us to definitely involve more departments throughout the school to help along the way. Jazz band comes and plays. Welding has made us some really awesome decor that to go. The AV team has made videos and things to be projected onto the screens and things. So I've been able to just involve other departments, which has been really rewarding as well. So everyone can be involved. I think they really enjoy it. I think that it's something that they really look forward to. From the time that they are in intro, they're just really excited to get to advanced in order to be able to do Culinary Christmas. And then it's really cool to see how much work they really put into it, and then the reward that they feel when all of their creations come to fruition and everyone's able to enjoy it as well. I kind of take it year by year, and I let it kind of evolve as it goes. I think it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger, and I am just excited to see what the next year comes.
Our porcupines are the spirit behind every culinary Christmas. Miss Jacoby's team of students always do their best, making the most enjoyable Christmas event they can. Students like Luke Perkinson, Annabelle Johnson, and Mason Davis. Let's go over and speak with some of the students in culinary.
You as a student look forward to Culinary Christmas? Yes, I really heavily look forward to Culinary Christmas because for me it's a good opportunity that I get to show off to my family and to fellow peers, the actual depths of my culinary skill.
As a student, I gain the ability to make recipes in a larger quantity. I learn about catering and about feeding such a large group and what goes into it. Making sure you don't mess up recipes when you make it in bigger quantities and stuff like that.
There's a lot of prep in it. We have to plan out how many people are going. We have to get the right amount of food. Everyone has to get different recipes for it. They have to then make sure they can cook those recipes like in large quantities for like 200 servings of it. So a lot of planning goes into it.
Thank you, culinary team. We hope to see you here again next year. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Together, the PAL gift giving and culinary classes Christmas cooking reveal a shared theme: students using creativity and care to brighten someone else's day, whether the recipients were young children or the teachers who supported them. Both efforts showed how different programs can channel the same spirit of generosity. This connection ties the two together and highlights the wider impact of student-led holidays projects. Thank you, PAL, and thank you, culinary.
Thanks, Blake. This is Carly with the Blank. Now, here's lunch for the rest of the week. As the second semester starts up and we ease out of winter break, SHS has a few reminders. Starting off, no phones at all during the school day. Physical hall passes must be used when leaving the classroom. Parties will strictly be enforced. And finally, stay in dress code and stay warm. Let's make 2026 the year of the porcupine. Moving on, the Sound of Springtown is having an indoor garage sale January 30th and 31st. They are accepting donations of sellable items. You can text and call 214-502-3450 to drop off. That is 214-502-3450. They accept clothing of all sizes that are clean with no rips or stains. They also accept furniture, household goods, and small appliances. All donations are welcome. Finally, Springtime Driver's Ed starts February 2nd and will be on Monday through Friday mornings throughout the rest of the month. You will meet with Coach Hall in the SHS library from 6:30 a.m. to 7:45 a.m. Please enter from the back door by the band hall.
This is Future Carly. I'm not done with you just yet. First off, NHS members, you have a meeting on Wednesday, January 14th in room 135. Secondly, the 2026 Porcupine baseball tryouts are coming to town. They have a meeting on Wednesday the 14th at 4 p.m. in the POJO room. Tryouts will consist of two groups. The first group is all returning players and newcomers that do not play basketball. First tryout day will be Friday the 16th from 4:10 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Saturday the 17th will be the only day that basketball players are allowed to try out. It will be 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Tryouts will be held at the Springtown High School baseball field unless weather forces them to do something different. The indoor facility will be the backup. Also, on another note, please bring all equipment that you have. Glove, cleats, helmets, catcher's gear, etc. Please wear baseball pants if you have them. And that's all for The Point.
Thanks, Carly. Here's your off the radar report. We may be rolling out of Christmas break, but the weather outside seems to be more like summer. This week on Friday, it's going to rain with light showers. Other than that, the rest of the week will stay sunny in the upper 50s to 60s. So maybe whip out some sunglasses because the sneaky sun. Well, it's supposed to be Josker with your weather checkup. Now let's get the scoop from Blake.
Thanks, Josco. Now here's your weekly scoop. Would you like to take a trip to France and Italy? Well, get ready because there's going to be a 10-day trip in the summer of 2027. For more information about this trip, there will be a parent meeting on Thursday, January 22nd at 6:30 p.m. in the SHS library. If you're interested, make sure to grab a flyer from Mr. Walker or Miss Hughes. The SHS Fine Arts and Theater Department will be performing Cinderella on January 16th and 17th in the auditorium at 6 through 8 p.m. both nights. Be sure to grab tickets now before they're gone. For prom this year, tickets are still on sale. These will be the lowest prices you can find all year. The theme for this prom is Masquerade Ball. The prices will raise starting February 1st. Be sure to get them now for the best price. Finally, rookies can be purchased for $3 in front of the POJO wall after school on Friday to help support the culinary classes. And that's all for the scoop. Now over to the dot with Jacob Dyke.
Thanks, Blake. Let's get on the dot. With the topics for this week, the SAT word of the week is bereft. It is a noun and it means lacking something needed, wanted, or expected. A person grieving the death of a loved one. When used in a sentence, after the fire, the family was bereft of all their possessions. This day in history, we already know that it's January 13th, but how did other January 13ths previously look? On January 13, 1999, the National Basketball Association, NBA, superstar Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls announced his retirement from his professional basketball for the second time. And that's all for today.
And until next time,
Keep it sharp, porcupines.
The problem with goals is most of us are really good at setting this really big goal that we want to accomplish, but we don't think about all the little goals it takes to get there. Most of the successful people that I know, they don't just have a goal for the year or a goal for the week or the month. They have a goal for that day. They wake up every day with a set of goals, and when their feet hit the floor in the morning, they're already thinking about the goals that they have to accomplish. I think if you're going to accomplish your goals, you've got to learn how to be an expert at thinking and working backwards. And what I mean by that is figure out where you want to go. What's the end result you're trying to accomplish? And then find a way to tell yourself to create a plan to work backwards from there. A great idea or a great goal means nothing without a plan to complement it. The first place that I would start is write it down. Write it down on a notebook, text it to yourself every morning, but you've got to put something down on paper so that you can look back to it and hold yourself accountable. And for most of us, we have these things that we hope we can achieve, but last time I checked, hope's not a very good strategy. So if you're looking for a better strategy, find people to help you along the journey. Figure out a way to remind yourself of what your goals are every single day so that those things stay top of mind.
A goal-setting operation is always very important for a team. I don't really ever believe that you can ever just say, let's see how it goes. I think goal-setting gives you the rungs of your ladder.
Last spring, in the middle of our track season actually, we got a group of 20 upperclassmen, juniors and seniors, together at one of our houses, and we all got out a big marker board and we just talked about what we wanted to accomplish for this football season.
You know, that really set the tone for the season. This is what we want to accomplish. This is what we want to get done. This is the team that we want to be.
Obviously, we have our big goal at the end of the season, but we have our smaller goals. We have this poster in the locker room with specific goals for each game, and we try to accomplish those every single game. And if we can do that every game, we can eventually accomplish our bigger goals.
And setting those goals has helped us hold each other accountable because we set them out there. We can all physically see them, and we know what we're all working towards the same goals.
As a coach, you try to stress the importance of what you're getting done on the practice field. And every single rep that you have on the practice field is important.
Every small thing adds up to the big things, you know, like everything that we've done in the summer and, you know, your decisions you make on the weekend, all of that adds up to what you do in the end.
Well, I've always had a theory in life that when you're setting your goals, try not to go through life undefeated. I actually believe that you need to have some losses in your life so you can define who you are, and the really, really great stuff in life is really, really hard to attain. So the idea that you would have a failure means you're probably on the right track. Because if it hurts, that means number one, it's worth attaining, and number two, you must want it.
One thing I really like about this group of seniors, and not only the seniors but the captains, is we talk each other up, we lift each other up, we always have each other's backs, and that shows in the tough games when things aren't going right, and we don't get down on each other, we lift each other up, and that's an important thing.
If you want to be great, you got to play every second you got. Avoid regret by giving it all you've got. Play for Hillman. New record. What does it do? Let's go, boys.
Achieving your goal, it's not always about wins and losses. It's not as black and white as that. But the lesson we can all learn from a team is they're there to hold you accountable and make sure that you achieve those goals and you get to accomplish those things together. And I think that's why it's so important that you hold yourself accountable to your goals by involving other people into your story. I've got friends that I love to talk about my goals and my plan and how I intend to achieve these things with because I know that they're going to hold me accountable. And I think that you should try to find people to do the same. And if your friend group and the circle that's around you, they're not goal-driven, they're not trying to help you accomplish things, maybe you need to consider finding other people who are more goal-oriented to surround yourself with. Some of the best things that you can possibly do when it comes to accomplishing your goals is find people who are more successful than you and ask them how they got there, and then have them look at your plan, have them tear it apart and help you figure out a better way to get there. The reason that we set goals is to achieve things. And the people who achieve greatness, those who achieve the most things, they never get there. The work's never done because they keep moving the goal. They accomplish something and they continue to move on. If you want to achieve greatness, it all starts with your goals.